It's week 1 of the 2041 season, and there's no love lost between these AFC East foes. It's the Shamrocks and the Golden Eagles, and it's all up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Well, Brock, we saw week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Cade Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right, it was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's week 1, you're so hopeful of what...
It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They motion the tight end over. Here's 2nd and 11. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So now here's 3rd and 5. He's dropping back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, he'll find a drop at some point, too.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Broke through the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their 5th-year quarterback.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. 1st down, ball at the 36. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy, and if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. One of the tight ends motioning left. Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out at, I'd call it about the 12-yard line. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. Play action on first down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Tight end going in motion here. Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season, and they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They go play action on first. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Hits him on the out route. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And they'll have first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes...
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Here's a throw. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Chased out to his right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Finds his back complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Here he goes on the bootleg. Able to find Jones. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They kick the running back in motion. Headed out right. Now here he goes. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Shamrocks have their punt team out there now. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got first down from the 31. Back to throw now. He's on the move, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Putting the tight end in motion. After the sack, another pass on second down. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Tight end makes the grab. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. After that play, we see some concern out there, and now we know why. That's our top pick in the draft who's shaken up. Boy, they had big expectations for him this season. Hopefully, this turns out to be nothing. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He stopped on the return at the 27. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Just a field goal separates these two. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. That one's complete over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Jones reels it in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go. They send the tight end in motion left. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. That one's complete, right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Golden Eagles getting their punter out there. And they could really use a good one here. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. On first down, they'll run. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Man in motion here. 2nd and 1. Can't handle the hot throw there as it winds up incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a given. You don't expect to see many of those drops.
Complete out to the right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 16 yards on the play. And that'll give him a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the handoff. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 38. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To throw it on first down. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pass is caught at the 9. And in for the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Shamrocks take a 4-point lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Jackson now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one right down the middle. And the Shamrocks drive their lead to 11. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they're really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. Lone back gets the handoff. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives them the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And they're going to have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Dropping back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Third down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Still sticking with the passing game. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
They'll pass on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Golden Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Golden Eagles cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They take over on offense now pretty late in this first half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing now on 1st down. Hits his running back. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Putting a receiver in motion. A give now out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Throwing now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing from the gun here. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. He'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Golden Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. To throw here on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He gets 6 on that play, and it'll give him a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete out to the right. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action here. Rolling out to his left. He's keeping it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there, and it'll give him a first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They've got a man in motion. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's going to be bottled up after taking it down to the 43. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 43. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. They send a man in motion. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Jackson now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Their offense ready to take the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. It's a gain of 22. It sets up first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Forced out to it, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Catch made over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This offense getting all set for this series. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. They'll run here on first down. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd and 8. Go try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Golden Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that hit. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Here comes their offense out again. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 3 on that game. And they'll have first down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's still just a one-score game as we resume play in the 4th. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Tight end in motion right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 17. It is cut left side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Has it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing it again here. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Golden Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Pass play now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got a man left. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll give him a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll throw it again. That one's complete over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives them the first. They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Fourth down, and we're going to see just how clutch he is on this kick. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Golden Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they don't allow a lane to form. Defense taking care of that play near the line. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Pass play coming here. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Hand off to the back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. Back to the well again. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Hauled in left side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Virginia Beach. Shamrocks only up by a few. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running it now out of the gun. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back-to-back carries here. And he works this to the 38 before going down. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. Got all of it, and this is good. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Golden Eagles are led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep it.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Shamrocks make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Now this offense getting set to work here. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win. After one final kneel-down, partner, and this should do it. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Shamrocks as we say so long from Virginia Beach.